right, welcome to the Friday Night Mix Show.
Friday night.
And guess who is live here with me on the show? It's no other person but the very beautiful, pretty, ever loving sister of mine, a mother from another mother from Nigeria. It is Laura Adebimpe.
Coming hot from
That's a Nigerian
Nigeria.
name now. That's a Nigerian name. Adebimpe.
I
Do you
can't
know what
even
that
say
means?
that.
You
No,
said?
I can't
So
say that.
the short form is Bingpe. Say Bingpe.
Bimbe. Close?
It's you're 45% there. Yeah. So
45.
so
That's good.
I'm gonna tell you how you pronounce it
Okay.
and how you would achieve it. So it's gonna be let's start with beam.
Beam.
Yes. So but it's not beam, it's beam.
Beam.
Yes, that's it.
Beam.
Beam. Exactly. So it's gonna go beam.
Beam. Beam.
Yes. Now, this one, you're gonna pronounce the next one PKE. So rather than pay,
Pe.
it's gonna be pe, pe.
Beam.
Yes. You almost got the last one. So being pe, being pe.
Yeah.
I mean, you're
Beam.
now Nigerian. You and for people who don't understand what we're doing. So
No.
so
What are
do
we
you want
doing
to tell us
here?
the story again?
I
Laura.
took a DNA test and it has revealed that I am 7 point something percent Nigerian.
Nigerian. Woo! That's so great.
Yeah.
Where's my you know what? Give me a just keep talking. Let me go bring my
Yes.
speakers.
So also on this DNA test, there was a bunch of other things, a little bit of Egyptian, a little Saudi Arabian, what else? Some Balkan in there, some Spaniard, Portuguese, a bunch of everything. But mostly, of course, El Salvador and Honduras. So still interesting though. Nigeria.
I'm so excited. And
Yeah.
I do have this is to certify you. So this was specially bought for you. Is to certify that Adebimpe Laura is now a Nigerian. Cut dismissed.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's quite the celebration. So what is it? Bimpe?
Bimpe.
Bimpe. I
Yes.
say it too, like with a Spanish accent. Bimpe.
That's really close. Now you're like 75% close. So it's Bimpe. Bimpe.
Bimpe.
Good.
Bimpe.
So that's the name
I'll
now.
get
So
it.
so Laura Adebimpe Duran. All right. How's your week been? I'm so excited. Honestly.
Yeah, this week was a little roller coaster-ish. We had
Mm.
some family stuff happening, but you know what? It's Friday. We're blessed. My mom had to fly out to El Salvador for emergency purposes, so we're gonna miss her. It's gonna be probably my first Christmas without my mom, which is really
Oh.
weird as a 35-year-old, but we're gonna make the most of it. So it was okay though. Either way, the family's healthy, we're united, and so we're looking forward to the Christmas week, the Christmas days that are up ahead. How is your week?
My week is good. Did you say that this would be the first Christmas you're not spending with your mom? Is she traveling?
She had to go to El
You have
Salvador.
to
Yeah,
go. And yeah, that's another thing, guys. So I don't know if you want me to share it
yeah,
on the
yeah. That's
screen.
okay. That's okay.
Okay, so Laura lost a grandmother.
Yeah,
May her soul rest in perfect peace. I'm sure I
yeah,
never met her. I met your mom. I know she
yeah,
came to the dealership at the time,
yeah.
and she's a lovely woman. And I'm sure your
Thank
grandmother
you.
also is going to be lovely. I hope her soul rest in perfect peace. I know she's
Hmm.
going to heaven to
Thank you.
to finally rest and all of that. And I know
Yeah,
I know you're also going to miss her a lot. When you told me over the week, I wasn't reading my chat.
it's
I don't
okay.
know what I read. I just kind
It's
of said
okay.
I just rolled my eye. I sent a meme that I rolled my eye, and I'm sure you'll be like, "What is this guy doing?"
I'm
I
like,
just said I
I
lost
don't
my
know what you
grandmother.
read.
Like,
But yeah, no, it's okay. So grandma passed away. It was emotional as it is, right? My heart mostly breaks for my mom.
mm,
But it was. it was somewhat expected. My grandma had been sick for a while.
Mm,
And so we're going to miss her. I'm happy that my children got to meet her. Um, and and so, I think they did the burial today
mm,
in El Salvador. My mom's there right now. And so even though the trip is not the best circumstances, I'm happy my mom gets to be with her family, with her aunts and uncles and cousins, and so I'm sure they'll make the most of it for the next 2 weeks being together. So
mm.
so that's a good thing, right? It's just being with family
Yes.
overseas.
It is. It is.
Yeah,
And yeah, I just hope she soul finally rest in peace, right? So
yeah.
we got some people on the stream already sending us chat. Send us chat. If you have new names for Laura, if you want to give her Nigerian names,
Make it
please
easy
let
though,
us
please.
know. He said,
Something I can pronounce.
can you increase your audio? I think is a little bit low.
My
I think
audio?
yes. Is there
Okay.
any way to increase it? It feels like okay.
No, I don't think so.
I think it's getting better.
I have it at the max.
You have a lovely dress there too. That's really nice.
This Can
Yeah,
you
it's
see the
shiny.
sparkle? Can you see
Yeah,
the
it's
sparkle in your
I
camera?
see it. I see
Thanks.
it.
Thank
I see
you.
it. It's really nice.
Thank
So
you.
we
Thank
do
you.
have somebody who's giving you a name. Ijoma Nwokocha says, "Can you say my name, Ijoma?" So she's giving you the name Ijoma. So
Ijoma.
Ijoma, can you tell us the meaning of Ijoma? That seems like you can pronounce that even better.
Ijoma.
Can you say it again?
Yeah, is that right? Ijoma?
Ah, that's close. That's close. No,
Ijoma.
no, no. That's correct. That's correct.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
write in
So
the
what
chat
does that
the
mean,
meaning of
Ijoma?
idioma. Yes, let's know the meaning of idioma. And just so we know, of course, we remember that we do have a special guest coming on the show tonight.
We
Listen,
do.
she's one of those people that I met, when I was ministering also, and she has a fantastic voice. She has a fantastic ministry. In fact, she inspired me when I was going to do my 40th birthday. What she did, because she all her 40th birthday was just to praise God. That was
Oh,
all what she. I was like,
amazing.
I remember telling God that I was going to do this, when I clocked 40, and that reminded me of what I had, told God I was going to do. So when
Amazing.
I did my 40th, then I also did a praise concert. That was what I did.
That's
So
awesome.
yeah, she's gonna be on the show tonight. Her name is Eva Onitiri.
Mhm.
And she's gonna bless us with a sonorous voice, and we're gonna have some conversation with her also. But Ijoma is saying yes. What we're saying is, can you tell us the meaning of the name Idioma? Tell us the
Ijoma.
meaning of that
What is
name.
the meaning?
What is the meaning of Idioma? I know
Yeah.
there's a song that says Idioma, Idioma.
You guys have a song that says that?
Oh, we have so many songs that do say that. So many songs, because when you sing love songs, names like Idioma are the names that really, rhymes with the music you do, and they're lovely ladies too,
Uh,
Idiomas.
okay.
So yeah, do you want to tell us the meaning? Just type it, put it in the comment. And
Yeah.
if you're watching right now also, please make sure that you're liking the comment. Sorry, you're liking the stream, you're sharing the stream, you're subscribing to Fola, totally, you're subscribing to Laura. And when we bring our guests on the show, please make sure you're also subscribing. Ijoma, you
Yeah.
have not given us the meaning of the name Ijoma. You just say, Fola, God bless you. Amen. I received that prayer in my life.
Amen.
Amen.
Yes.
Amen to that. So I'm not. Oh yeah, she's giving us the name. I said good way means what?
Does it mean good ways? Is that what it means?
Maybe that's what it means. Means good way. Idioma. I know Uzoma is good. Oh, maybe that's the female part of the, because I know Uzoma. A lot of guys be Uzoma. Yeah, good way. Like Uzoma means the good way. Do you have a dog? Do you have a pet or a cat?
Me?
Yeah.
Why? What do you see
I saw
behind
something
me?
walking behind. Oh, is it your
I have,
children?
I have a
Okay.
cat.
Wait a minute, kind of. Oh, you have a cat.
Yeah, I just don't know. I can't see her from my screen because the light's
Okay.
too bright. So I don't know
Mm.
what you're seeing.
I saw the thing going behind. I was like, what's going on there?
It's my
Okay,
cat.
yeah. So Ijoma means good way. I think what we need to do now is, because we do have our guest waiting and our guest
Yes.
is chilling. She
Let's
we have
bring
to
her
bring
up.
her on so we can introduce her to everyone. Um, Unfortunately, I couldn't download her music because it was too heavy. I should remember to reduce the file because it's quite heavy, but that's fine. That's
Okay.
absolutely fine.
Yeah, that's all right.
You know, we do have people on the line. Yeah, Pizza is on the line. Pizza says, "Yay!
Welcome,
Finally
Peter.
join the stream." Please make sure you're sharing, support your people, support the community, put it out there, and let us have fun on the show tonight.
Yes.
Bimpe, what do you say?
So is it Peter a friend from back home?
Peter is a friend I met here in Calgary, actually,
Oh,
not
in
from back.
Calgary. Okay.
He'll be coming on the show pretty soon too because he's a writer
Really?
and
Oh,
yeah,
good.
and he has a book. He's published a book already, and we
Wow.
will be we will be talking about the book on our show pretty soon. I mean, we've got a lot of people lined up for the show, but
Yes.
ladies and gentlemen, from the city
Welcome to
of
the
Calgary,
stage.
all the way from Calgary to the world, ladies and gentlemen, please, with an E celebration, with an E clapping, make welcome Eva Onitiri. Woo!
Welcome.
Welcome to
Thank
the
you.
show.
Thank you.
Yeah, welcome to the show. Let me see. I'm trying to see if there's any way I can make three of us the same on the screen. It's looking like there's no way to do that. Okay, we'll leave it this way. We'll leave it. Welcome to the show, Eva. Where's our
Thank you.
uh welcome to the Friday night mix show. It's good to have you on the set tonight. Laura, do you have any question for Eva tonight?
Well, first of all, okay, so you're an artist, right? And so a singer at that.
Mhm.
What inspired you to start that journey? How did you know that was your gift and your talent?
That's a very good question. I don't know that I have a very straight answer
All
for this
right.
question, but I'm not just a singer. I'm a creative writer. So I would
Oh,
write poetry. I would write short stories. I would write a piece to create shift and changes. If I'm advocating for something I'm passionate about, I actually feel like I communicate better through writing.
mm,
So
beautiful.
when I was younger, I would read lots of books. When people are having fun and playing outside, I would be reading books and looking through the dictionaries and just looking for ways to express myself and to know what's going on in the world around me. So I've been writing for many years, but I would write and just discard, not take them very
Hmm.
seriously. Until a few years ago here in Calgary, actually, where I attended a small family church and we had a worship leader from the States. And
Okay.
he actually said, "Well, you do have a very good singing voice." I was a
Mm,
part of the choir just for fun. I loved singing. I enjoyed music. Um, and I've had an experience with music as a teenager. You know, those
Hmm.
years you have all these emotions and things going on, and you're trying to figure things out. I
Yeah.
found that when I couldn't quite access what I was feeling or label or find the
mm,
right words, I would find the right music that would actually just kind of help me navigate or
mm,
to
Right.
help me understand or to help me express what I was feeling. So I had like it was a solace. It still is a solace. Music, like no matter what's going on in my world, if
Yeah.
I just like plug into a music that is the right sound for
mm,
that scene,
Hmm.
I'm good.
mm.
Right. So I gravitated towards music, but I didn't do any training, didn't do anything with it. I was just having fun with it until a few years ago when this music director says, "Well, you should come take voice lessons with me. I think you have something." And I'm like,
Music directors.
That's so good. So it took
Music direct-
someone, I guess, to see, oh, she's got something there, and you already had the creativity behind it, and then you kind of melded those things together.
yeah.
That's pretty cool. I love that. I love that. And so, how, by a few years, are you talking 3 years, 4 years? Like, when did this happen?
Yeah, that's a good question. I've said the last 5, 6 years.
5 to 6 years.
Not consistently. So I released my first song in 2021. So 2 years ago was when I officially started navigating this journey as an artist, like actually putting out a piece of mine. And that is a whole story on its own, like the transition from
Okay.
experiencing music just for fun and
Yeah.
not about who's thinking what, who is saying what, and just like, to actually like being on the spotlight. I don't want to
Wow.
it's a whole like experience on its own.
That's amazing. That is such a cool journey. And I love that someone just like bought into to you, right? I think that's beautiful, especially when from what I hear, you weren't really thinking, well, I'm a singer, right? You're like, no, I'm creative. I've got those creative juices. I'm good at writing. But then someone seen a little bit something else, and that catapulted you into like maybe displaying this creativity in a different platform, which is so cool. I love that.
Thank you.
We do love Eva. Eva, you have a lot of comments here. Please keep typing the comments as much as you can.
Mhm.
God's manism says that is true anointing, and I've got to tell you, really, that is because you know, God calls those that he wants to call. Sometimes he might not call the qualified; he qualifies the called, right? So
Mhm.
in your case that's definitely the same. I'm so gutted that I'm still trying to put your music on, but it's the file is just too heavy. But I'm going to call the name, your YouTube name, so people can go there and please love, like the video, listen to it, share it, subscribe to her channel. She's Eva Onitiri, right? That's your name on
That's
YouTube,
right.
right? I'm so angry with myself that I couldn't put that up. But let's see what people say. So this one says Peter Olorundim says Eva composed some songs when we were in the same choir in Windsor, Ontario. That's when I knew she's an artist.
Oh, wow. That's
do you want
amazing.
do you want to respond to that quickly?
I remember that we were still university student. And can I tell you about
Wow.
my songwriting? You know the
Tell
way
me.
people go into like songwriting workshops and they sit down and say, "We want to write a song. This is the theme." That is not how I write. I just get inspired
Mm,
in the
mm,
moment, and if I can take time to actually document that, when I'm
mm.
standing
Mhm.
there, I come back, I'm like amazed, like wow, like where did this come from? So I remember we were university students spending time together in the choir again, just having fun. I grew up in a church, so I've always been around or in the choir again,
Mhm.
just for fun. And we actually came together and wrote a song. I can't remember if we sang that song though
Sing the
here.
song for us. Sing the song for us. Sing the song for us.
But that was fun.
That was fun, right? Yeah. So I just wanted to a little bit. Let's quickly dive back because I know I like where we started from. But give us a little background about yourself. What inspired you growing up? What kind of family did you grow up in? I mean, we want to know that background that you had
Mhm.
that
The
made you
background.
become, yes, that made you become who you are today.
Okay, well, I'm from Nigeria. My dad is from, well, both my parents are from Edo State, so they're Asian. My
Mm.
dad actually was an English teacher in Europe. So I grew up a few years in Nigeria and then transitioned.
Let me quickly break that down for Adebimpe. Laura's name is Adebimpe right now. No, you heard us when we were talking. So Nigeria is we have the north
Mhm.
and we have the south. The north is divided into three: northwest, northeast, and north central. The
Okay.
south is divided into three: southwest, south south, and southeast. So
Okay.
she's from the south south, like the,
Okay.
just if you
The
divide
middle south, the
it's in
center
the
south.
middle. Exactly. So
Uh-huh.
that's where she's from. Just so you have a picture, because we're taking you back to Nigeria very soon, Pinkwe. It
Yes.
leads into Eva. Sorry that I cut you. Please continue.
That's okay. So my dad was in Europe growing up. So we did relocate, myself and my younger brother, to join my dad. Prior to relocating, I was with my grandparents who were both educators. So we
Okay.
had to
Mm,
learn our grammars, we had to communicate properly. Oh my
mm,
God, it wasn't fun then, but now
wasn't
I'm
fun.
thankful for it.
Yeah.
I have a younger brother. And he's still in Turkey actually. So we relocated to join my dad. Then I don't know if you remember this, Paula. Everyone growing up in Nigeria, there are four professions that your parents have for you.
Oh yeah,
You become
absolutely.
a doctor, or you become a lawyer, or you become an engineer, or you become an accountant. If you're not
Oh,
one of
wow.
those things, you're not serious with your life.
You could actually be disowned. It's not a joke.
So it's serious. Those are the things that you have to do to qualify to be part of the family.
To be like somebody who is going somewhere in life.
In
Yeah.
life.
Of
Mm,
course,
good
I
job.
chose to be an engineer and I chose mining engineering. But
Mm,
actually taking it back a bit, when I was maybe about 8, 9 years old, so every Christmas like this, we had everyone, because we had family all over the world. We would come back to my grandparents' house in
Mhm.
our small little town. And then one day they asked everyone, what do you want to become when you grow
mm,
up? So as kids, everyone said, I want to be a firefighter, I want to be a police, I want to be this. I said, I want to heal the pain
mm.
that medicine cannot treat. Now, I
Oh
don't know
Wow.
what
wow.
that looks like. I'm like, I want to help people, like,
Mm,
Yeah.
be whole, be well. Now, what that entailed, I didn't know at that age,
mm,
right? So I went on, forgot about that, and went on to pursue mining engineering
mm,
in Turkey. And then a
mm,
few years later, I moved over. I moved to Canada, and I'm like, no, that was not for me. I'm father from my dad and my mom now. I can do whatever I want with my life. So at that time, my husband at the time, we were just friends. So we were both going to the same university. And I was telling him, I really want to help people. Like, there's medication is good, but there's that deep wound inside that medication cannot treat. And he says,
Right.
have you heard about social work? I'm like, what is that? I
mm,
never heard about social work. So I went and did some research because I was thinking maybe I have to study medicine and then specialize in psychiatry. But I hit blood, I hit the hospital. So I'm like, this is not going to work. And then when I heard about social work, this is when I then pursue my career as now I'm a clinical social worker. And I
Oh
can see,
cool.
like, I
mm,
do counseling, like clinical counseling, to
Yeah.
actually help people deal with past traumas, PTSD, and other
Wow.
illnesses. That,
mm,
yes, with medication, sometimes for some people that's a good
Yeah.
collaboration to have, but there's some pains that just the medicine won't treat. And I
mm.
Sure.
actually can say that I'm leaving that dream that I had as a young girl.
It's
Wow.
that's a great story. It's not a mistake that today's topic is music and wellness. We're going to dive into that. But please keep dropping your comments. We're going to share them on the stream, okay? Keep sharing the stream. Keep subscribing to it, and please let someone else listen to this one because it's important. This episode today, just so you know, we'll be winning 2 tickets on the show today to Emma My God's event in February. So make sure
Amazing.
you're sharing it. People are gonna win free
Yeah.
tickets today too. Um Yomi says, Laura, it seems Fola and Eva didn't give you the memo on the color of the day. You're the only one wearing
I
black.
noticed that. I noticed that. And I was gonna say, look at these two cutie pies. They match with the color. And the funny thing is that green is one of my favorite colors. But I like
Yeah,
it. It's like a sandwich. We're like a candy cane. Some green and black. It looks good.
it blends
You
in
know
well.
what? You have the Christmas tree. We have the Christmas green colors.
It matches, right? It's cohesive. We're good. Yes. But next
We're
time you
good.
come on, Eva, then yes, we will match. We'll make sure we're all wearing red with hats or something.
Yeah, yeah, great. And Peter says, "I am satisfied. It's a big hit for me. He still have that song on his playlist. So
Awesome.
you guys have to
Well,
play
I
this
want to know what
playlist.
this song is
I want to
now.
know what it is too. I'd like to know what the song is about.
Yeah.
Peter,
What is the song about?
can you write the lyrics for us on the? Can you remember the lyrics, Eva?
I do, of course. That was my very first
Mm,
single release, and that was a very different experience than I have had for every other song following.
mm,
So this was my first time releasing the song. I like again having fun with it. Went to the
mm,
studio, did whatever I wanted, and then when I played it, I was amazed at the response. I think we had over 10,000 views in
Wow.
under 3, 4 months. I'm like, who are these people? Where are they listening from? Had some people in
mm,
some like Hispanic communities. I'm like doing TikTok with my videos. Like, I was amazed. But then I was like, oh shoot, people are actually watching and following me. So I
mm,
became really scared. And I want to
mm,
tell you that I'm actually trying to find my way back to that Eva that did that song Satisfied, who was carefree, who was having fun and just like really basking in the lyrics and the music of
mm.
that song.
What space were you when you created that song? Because it looks to me like you probably need to put yourself again in that space so that
Mhm.
you
Mhm.
can create like that again. What were the things you did then that's different from what you do now?
That's a very good question because I have been unpacking those things. So with that song, I had I had been home for a few years,
Mm,
Mhm.
and I just transitioned. Had I gone back to work? I just transitioned back to work, and I was really like, I think there was COVID was happening then. I was just really weary and worried about a lot
mm,
of things. And
Yeah.
mm,
when I'm stressed, it sits on my head, right?
mm,
One morning I just woke up. I didn't know that it was a Bible verse I was writing at that point. And I just
mm,
started pouring out my heart, like if I was journaling, like, God, I am satisfied. You see me just where I am. You meet
Mhm.
mm,
me and you call me holy. You say I'm whole and you are all, I don't need anything else. All that I have right
mm,
now. And I was just writing it. And the tune actually came with the lyrics, right? So I
mm,
was in a place where I was really weary. And I just woke up
Mhm.
one morning. It's like the Holy Spirit saying, daughter, wake up. I have a
mm,
message for you and you need to hold on to this. So I wrote
mm.
it down and I sang it to my husband. My husband was like, okay, yeah, I think you need to go record. Let's
Your
start.
your husband is a great supporter. Oh my! When I first met Eva, it wasn't Eva I met. It was the husband. It was the 40th birthday. Sorry that I'm cutting you, but I just need to say this quickly. And he called me like, Fola, somebody gave me a number, said you'll be good for us to, my wife is gonna do this. And he communicated with me throughout. I didn't even speak to Eva until the day that we were supposed to, do the music. That's who he is. He's there. He's like a rock. I see it.
That's
I see it. I
beautiful.
know. So please go on. Sorry, I'm just gonna be cutting you like that. Don't worry.
That's awesome. No, that's okay. So yeah, no, he encouraged me. We
Mm,
reached out to an amazing producer. So we did all of this virtually because COVID was happening, right?
mm,
Light on Dada. He Lighton came back with music arrangement. I was blown away. I'm like, this is the same song I just wrote. And so we
mm,
did the whole thing. He was there. He followed me to the studio. We did everything together. And, it was a beautiful experience. And I just felt like that was a personal message to God saying, you don't have to worry. Because I'm that type A where I have a plan B for my plan A.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Everything's got to be planned and controlled.
So it was like just leave it, like just rest for a while, let the burden
mm,
to me, right? Um,
Mhm.
so that was the space, and it was such a beautiful space of trust and just resting in God, knowing that He has me. Yeah.
mm,
That's
mm,
amazing. So, because you were saying, right now you're kind of unboxing and unraveling that to go back to that, I guess, maybe that mental state or whatever it was that inspired that first song.
Mhm.
What are some difficulties and challenges as things kind of picked up, right? And like notoriety or like whatever you want to call it, viral, like the fame, as that starts coming, I'm assuming there's some challenges there because you don't have you're not anonymous anymore, right? You kind of got to perform at this point because people are expecting, I'm assuming, some type of something from you. So what kind of challenges have you had to face in the last, couple of years after that first song when you got catapulted into this new era?
mm,
Laura, let me tell you, when I say pressure is real, it is
It's
mm,
real.
real.
I've never experienced that kind of pressure in my entire life. I used to
mm,
pride
Wow.
myself like the same Eva you see at home is who you see at work, is who you see on the streets. I don't care what anybody thinks. I mean, oh my gosh. I
Yeah.
was so pressured to the point that it actually started to impact my music and my ability to be free to just
mm,
Mhm.
sing, right?
Yeah.
I don't even think I'm finally there yet. It's a journey, and if you're not mindful, it can actually steal your sound and the
Hmm.
mm,
full of what you're doing. So I
Right.
became so aware of like, am I hitting this note right? Do I need to go higher? Do I need to go down? And so I would be so preoccupied in my mind that I
mm,
wasn't able to engage with the actual song and just be free and have fun.
Hmm.
Now I'm now seen as a professional, an artist, and like
Right.
I just started taking voice lessons like 3 years ago. I don't want that kind of pressure. But I
mm,
think in the last few years, I've actually intentionally, there were times when I actually just kind of disengaged from my social media platform. I'm like, I'm not going to do things that are not genuine to me. I'm not going to put things out just to entertain people. I want it to
Good.
mm,
be meaningful. I want it to be relevant. So when I feel
Good.
inspired to do something, then I would do that.
Yeah.
Until that, just stay in suspension and anticipate what next is going to
Good.
be. But I'm not, I did have to work that out. Like, oh my God, I need to post something every 2 days, or I need to. And after I'm like, no, this is too busy. I have 3 young kids. I have a
Yeah,
husband, full career in ministry. I'm not doing this. This is supposed to be ministry. It's not an entertainment.
that's
Mm,
right.
yes.
So it's good to put up those boundaries for yourself, right?
Exactly.
That's
Mm,
really good. That's really healthy.
mm.
So we have a question here from one of our followers here, and it says, "Tell us more about where you see yourself in a couple years, and when are you dropping a new song?"
Yes.
When am I dropping a new song? I feel like I have people ask me that question every single day. So I'm gonna say, watch out, just stay tuned. Something is in the works. But like I said, I'm not in a rush to put anything out just because I feel like people are
Yeah.
wanting me to do that. I'm gonna take the time and attention that it requires. That my hope and wish for myself is that every new song is better than the last.
Hmm.
Mm,
Different, is richer, there's more depth, and it's actually
mm,
Hmm.
relevant
mm,
to society in the season. So I am working on something, and this is actually a very vulnerable song. Like, it actually speaks of
mm.
challenges and struggles and just my heart's cry. That might actually be the
Oh,
title of it,
that's beautiful.
Oh,
right?
that might be the title. We got the title here first. My heart cried.
So we're working on it. I don't have a date yet, and I'm not in a rush to put
Yeah.
it up. But as for where I see myself in the next couple of years, I'm not gonna say in terms of doing things, but in terms of being and how I show up, it's
Right.
free. It's
Hmm.
free and whole, and just being very intentional and impactful. So
Mm,
wherever, whatever space I'm entering, that space cannot remain the same when I leave. So just
mm,
being very intentional and just really liberated in being what God has called me to be in this season.
mm,
Amen. I feel that. I think as as I'm a musician as well as Fola, that's something that we relate to. So I somewhat relate to that challenge of keeping up with keeping up. It's never ending sometimes.
mm,
So I love that you've set these boundaries. That shows a maturity, right, in your craft. And then also God gives you that space to be like, hey, just because you've got the gift doesn't mean you have to constantly be putting out all this stuff. Like, you're also anointed, so I'm going to give you discernment. I'm going to give you timelines and when to step out, right? And we have to be like so attentive to his voice. So I love that he's given you these experiences and these challenges to craft something beautiful. And now I'm excited. I think people should be excited, because now we can anticipate something great and something that you're going to be super proud of, um, revealing to us, right? And that's
mm.
really, really cool. I love that. That's such a
Yeah.
great way, to kind of master your craft and respect yourself as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It is. It is. Thank you so much, Eva. Please, you're not going anywhere. We're still going to talk about music and wellness. That's very important, and that's a segue actually to me bringing in the next person on the show is going to be joining us tonight, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are, all around the city, and all. Laura, you like the way I introduced, right? You're just smiling.
I'm waiting. I'm like, yes.
You're anticipating. So before I bring the guest in, Peter says, "Yay to new song, my heart cries." So on the Friday night mix, we actually got the title of a song. That's to tell you how powerful the show is. So make sure you always stay tuned, and also you could also win stuff. The next person I'll be bringing up to the stream is no other person but a man that I respect so much and I love, and he's doing great things, and he's going to be blazing the trail in the city, trust me. Ladies and gentlemen, please make welcome Mr. Oluwashio.
Welcome, welcome.
Can we hear you? Can you speak first?
Okay, thank you for having me this night.
You are welcome. Mr. Oluwashio, as it says there, is the director of O3 Event and Entertainment, and is the one bringing Emma Oh My God to Calgary to Edmonton, to Regina, to Toronto, and to Saskatoon. Am I correct?
Regina, yeah, Saskatoon, Vancouver,
Saskatoon, Regina, Edmonton,
And
Vancouver,
Vancouver.
Calgary,
Winnipeg.
Winnipeg. Six
Yeah.
centers. And I mean, it's great to have you on the show, Mr. Show. I'm going to quickly come to you before I do, because we're going to be asking questions and people are going to be winning free tickets tonight. Thank you for giving us that opportunity. But let me just quickly stick with Eva. Quickly, Eva. So tonight's topic says music and wellness, and you are someone who also you deal in wellness. I wouldn't call you social worker, but you help people to get better. Especially if they're going through issues. Um, According to the John Hopkins research that they did, it said that if going to the gym makes your muscles better and makes you fit and firms up your body, music does the same thing to your brain. you know and there are a few things that stimulates the brain the way music does. If you want to keep your brain engaged throughout the aging process, listening to or playing music is a great tool. It provides a total brain workout. What are your thoughts to this assertion?
That's actually a very good one because I do have a quote from him here as well, from the John Hopkins Medicine as well. But you were correct. I'm a clinical social worker. So
Mm,
I do clinical counseling for mental health and addictions with Alberta Health Services. I agree completely. There's something
mm,
called the brain music connection.
mm,
So it asserts that music actually already exists within you. It's not coming in.
mm,
And when you then bask yourself or allow yourself to engage with music, it takes you to places. So music is the only thing that doesn't ask permission to enter,
mm,
right? So
mm.
Uh-huh.
have you ever just like gone to a room there's music playing and all of a sudden you're like grooving?
Yes, you're moving your
Yep.
body.
Like it
A
doesn't ask
100%.
permission, right? And but
Yeah.
music is also very powerful, right?
Mm,
Research shows that listening to music can reduce anxiety, can reduce blood pressure,
mm,
and can reduce physical pain, improve sleep quality, improve your
mm,
mood, your mental alertness, and
mm,
memory, right?
Wow.
So there's something called music therapy, right? For that,
Mhm.
mm,
right? So when I talk about mental wellness or mental health in everything, like I just want you to think about like functioning. What is your daily functioning? Awareness is a big key to mental wellness. Is being able to check in with yourself, right?
Mhm.
Am I doing okay? Am I managing all right? Am I constantly feeling fatigued? Am I like easily agitated? Am I constantly feeling low? Am I needing like my fifth cup of coffee to keep me going? We need to be actually in step with ourselves, be in tune to
mm,
check in with yourself, right? Not
Mhm.
that you're not going to have the stressors in life. So, mental health is the ability to navigate regular life circumstances and to be able to have a fulfilling, thriving life where like your mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical
mm,
well-being is intact. So you feel like you have meaningful relationships, you're contributing meaningfully to the community, right?
mm.
So I
Yeah.
completely agree. Music is a very strong tool.
Mr.
That's
Shion,
amazing.
let me come to you quickly, Mr. Shion, because you are a purveyor of the creating events where people can come together and enjoy good music. What actually made you go into this field? What are you looking to achieve with you bringing O3 event and entertainment? All you want to do is make people feel good. All you want to do is make people come out and enjoy themselves. Eva, I've just said that music is almost as important as oxygen itself. What are your own intentions?
Yeah. Well, for me, I'm a man for people, right? So
Mm,
I'm everywhere.
a politician.
So though some people knows me as Sunday because my middle name is Sunday. So if you are
Oh,
born in Nigeria on Sunday, so it
they'll
will
call you
be
Sunday.
Sunday on Monday. So yeah.
Do they do that?
Um,
Sorry, let me cut you a bit. Do they do that in where you come from, Laura? Do they call you
In
by the
El
name like
Salvador,
Friday
no. I have a middle name that's just a name, not a day of the week. But
in
I think I
Nigeria?
would be Saturday.
In, in Nigeria, if you're born on Friday, we call you Friday. Even
I
even
love
the
that.
Yorubas will call you. We have names for that, like Shegun. Shegun is born on Ojo Shegun. You're born on that day, right? You're born on
Okay.
Monday. You're born on Sunday. I don't know why
Yeah.
Nigerians do that. Meanwhile, we have a
That's
lot of names
awesome.
that we can give. Go
Yeah.
ahead, sir. Sorry for cutting you. I always cut people on the show. It's not fair.
Yeah, so well, I love being in midst of people. Um, yeah, like I said, I'm man for everybody, right? So, and yeah, for me, like I like everybody being together, which I don't know. You might hear about a soccer match in Calgary that we always play every summer. So everything that make people come together,
Mm.
come out, enjoy themselves, I'm in for it. So
Mm.
that is part of me. So that is what that make me form the entertainment because
Mm.
honestly, I see Calgary and all this city that I am taking him out to is not all the city that all other promoters take artists to.
That is true.
Yeah, so I want them to be among, though we still have some city that they are still hungry that we are not bringing Ima to the city. So,
Mm.
but in short, I'm mad for the people.
Mm. Mm. That's great. I don't know if you have any question for Eva, Laura.
Well, I have a question for and I'm so sorry if I butcher your name, but
You can just
Oluwashon?
call me Olu.
Olu?
Olu is,
Okay, Olu.
yeah.
So you like bringing people together and like catering, right? Making these big events. So I asked Eva the same question for her craft. What inspired that for you? Like, was it as a young child or in your teenage years? Like, what kind of sparked that joy for you to create this, this atmosphere of entertainment for people?
I yeah, wait. First, what that make me I learned this from my grandma. Actually, I stay with my grandma from a young age.
Mhm.
So my grandma also love people, everybody. Like my grandma prefer to be hungry and give her food
Mm.
to people. So
Mm.
Mhm.
yeah, so that everybody come to our house then.
Mm.
So that make me feel among, and I took that from my grandma.
That's
Mm.
So yeah,
beautiful.
yeah.
That's
Mm.
really cool. That's
Mm.
awesome.
Cool. 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 Yeah, go ahead, Laura, please.
No, my next question was going to be, so both of you in my head, I'm thinking both are extroverts because of the realms that you guys perform in. Now, am I correct?
You're
Or,
not. No, you're not. If you meet Shion like in a public place, it's
yeah.
quiet. If you meet
Okay.
Eva in a public place, she's quiet. She's like,
Really?
yeah, she's cool. She's not like me. I'm jumpy,
Yeah.
I'm shouting, I'm all of that. Eva is quiet. They're both really quiet, but what I've noticed is I think they are those kind of people that they are studying things around them. They are
Mm,
organizers in their mind. Like they're thinking
observers.
next thing, yes. They observe and they're like, what can I do to make this better? How can I do to make this better? Right? And that's who they
Okay.
are. I've studied them as the psychologist that I am. Armchair psychologist.
Paula has been observing both of you.
Yes, yes,
You know,
I
you
am.
have a master's in psychology, Fola.
I should
Uh-huh.
have. I think I should have. A school should just give me an honorary degree, PhD holder in
In clinical psychology.
in
Yeah.
clinical psychology. So we've got a
Never.
question here. Go ahead, Shun.
I said never too late to go back and study.
No, they should dash me. I'm not going anywhere to study anything. So good manism says, Eva, what type of music do you like? That's good. I think I like that question.
That's a good question. I like gospel. I like CCM, so contemporary Christian music. I love Afrobeat. Oh my gosh.
Mhm.
You love
When
Afrobeat? Which
yes,
Afrobeat? Is it the fella Afrobeat
no,
or
no, no,
the
no,
oh,
contemporary.
okay.
I'm not
The,
that
the,
deep.
there was an argument recently that the guys don't do Afrobeat. That's not Afrobeat. That the only people that can say they do Afrobeat is Fela, Shion, and Femi Kuti. There was an argument on social media recent. I mean, really recent, like 2 days ago, and the guy was, and I mean, they came back at him like, "What are you saying?" I think some people say it's actually Afro beats with an S, and the one fella did and propagated is actually Afrobeat. It makes no sense to me. But if you really listen to the genre, the way the sound is, I would say they borrow from the Afrobeat culture, but the beat is not the same. Afrobeat is to do space, space, to do space, to do space, space. It has that kind of groove. What we do now is closer to calypso. What I mean, the Afrobeat you're talking about is closer to calypso, to skate, to skate, to skate, to skate. I mean, I'm a music person. I'm a music,
I was
so
gonna say for most people they wouldn't be able to differentiate. It's just Afro beats and it's just one a big umbrella. But you have an ear, you can
yes,
differentiate.
yeah. So I can understand why the guy would say they're not doing Afrobeat. They're stealing even lyrics and stuff from Fela, who is the grandfather of Afrobeat, right? But they're not doing the beats. What Afrobeat is actually, it entails sax, the brass section, there's guitars, there's organ.
Hmm.
So these things are deep. But because, like he was saying, say people are lazy, they just want to call it a name. Let's just call it a name. What's the most popular and the most likable song in Nigeria is Afrobeat. Okay, this is Afrobeat also. It's actually not. That's I believe that. But go ahead, Eva. Sorry, I've broke you.
Thank you. I just think for categorization, like if you look at all these like distribution companies, they put them in broader umbrellas. So
Yes.
Yeah.
I would say more modern, contemporary Afrobeat. Certainly not like the Fela um, type. I do like to. I love to dance. I used to dance a lot in high school and university. So anything that can get me like moving, I'm there. I'm down for it.
Mm.
So I love gospel first, worship music. Um, who said it like
Eva, yeah, come out clean. Because the places me I've seen you, you're quiet and cool, and you just worship Jesus, and that's all. Now somebody is SMP Olorundim who says Eva is not quiet.
Someone's
Oh,
calling her out. I think this comment derives from maybe when Eva's in her trusted circle, right?
yeah,
That's where you see the
yeah,
butterfly flutter. Because
yeah,
for me, I will be loud with everybody. I don't care who you are. But my sisters are like Eva and Olu, where they're chill, they're calm in a public space. Then you
yes,
get them in a room with the family and they're nuts. Like they're loud, they're funny, and it's a good time.
That's
It's a
yeah,
it.
good
yeah.
time.
In
Yes,
my
I
small
think that's
community, I can be loud, but outside, I'm mostly calm and quiet.
okay. So I think
Yeah.
I have to get into Eva's community. Actually, that's what I have to do because I have to see her on that other side. Eva is really, she's really just calm and cool and all that. So a question for you, Mr. Sean. It says, Sean, what is your vision for OS events? Are you planning on bringing only African artists? Good question.
Good question.
Hmm. Well, I'm just starting up, right? So as times goes on, so the vision will be clear.
Mm,
But I'm not limiting to African only.
mm,
Good.
mm.
So
What are the challenges? What are the biggest challenges? Because, like you said, I was going to come to that too. What are the biggest challenges you face right now as this is your first major project? It's not easy to bring artists all the way from wherever, from another continent down here. I know the logistic is crazy. But what are your
yeah.
biggest challenges right now?
Well, I know the biggest challenges we are facing now. There is different between the picture you have at the beginning
Mm,
and the turn up
mm,
now. So
mhm.
Yeah.
we like the expectation is that we expecting a lot of people, but well, we thank God today, right? But it's not where we are expecting, right? It's not where we want, right? So, but with time, I know. But now the challenges is that the capacity we took before, we have to reduce it and to reduce costs. So
No, my brother will not reduce it. By the power invested in me as the host of Friday Night Mix Show, I hereby declare, if you are watching this show right now, if you are watching this show and you have not bought your ticket to the Emma Oh My God event coming up, I hereby declare that you will buy the ticket. That's all my declaration. Because you know
In
what?
Jesus' name,
In Jesus' name.
tickets will be
Yes.
bought.
Because you know what?
amen.
I know, see, it is crazy. That's the truth. Right? And please, if you're watching, if you've jokes apart, if you've not bought ticket, just to support our brother. We all know Ima. Ima is not a new artist that you don't know. If you don't know Ima as a comedian, you know Ima as a musician. Right? And we almost, I would say everyone, but I know that everyone I've spoken to about this show, they're like, Ima, it's true, I'm buying it. Ima, oh my God, is coming. I'm buying the ticket. I've spoken to a lot of people about it, right? Because I also tell them, oh, I'm gonna be on the show also, and they're like, okay, that's cool. But I just want us to support our brother. Please tell
Mhm.
somebody, speak to somebody, let them know, talk to them about this show. Like, are you going to Ima? Oh my God, go. Oh, I'm not going. Why are you not going? I won't be around. Or I've not really. Just try and convince her, but let's support our brother. Let's come out all out for this show, right? I just felt I need to put that out there. You know. Any question, Laura, before I take the next
I do
call?
have a question. So for Olu, with events like this, the one that you guys are talking about right now in particular, um, what I've seen in the Latino community is that when we bring a Spanish artist from our countries to Canada, it stays within that hen house. It stays within just the Latinos, and nobody else shows up unless a Canadian guy knows about it, but it's very rare. So in your community, do you find that you have the same challenges where you're bringing someone from Nigeria or from wherever they may be, and just that community of that ethnic background shows up? Are you guys trying to branch out to different cultures and
That's a
bring
good.
people in to bring awareness, for artists like Eva, for artists that are, with the same, I guess, like ethnic background to, are you guys going to Spanish communities saying, hey, come check this guy out? Is that
Mm,
something that you guys have thought of? Is it something you guys actively do? It's something you need help with?
mm,
Yeah, I like that question. So,
that's a good one.
uh, uh, okay, I will answer it like this. Like
There's a lot.
it's sometimes it's difficult. Like for example, if we all know Ima style,
Yeah.
um, the language also matters
To be a
when it,
barrier.
yeah.
Right.
So when you are bringing artists, and then we know that. So for me, I will not. Let's say I have a colleague at work that is Indian,
Spanish.
Filipino, and stuff.
Mm.
For me to talk about this event to them is
It's
I
always
can't
challenging.
Yeah.
even, but yeah, it's hard, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
they might not understand most of the song that will be raised on that day, though
Got
Ima will
Though
try to
music,
miss.
though music is also something that, for example, Fela used to perform overseas, right? And Fela, I know I'm going to Fela because I think we just talked about Afrobeat. And sometimes we all know Fela sings in Yoruba too, right? And English.
Yeah,
And Ima does English and Yoruba too. And the
yeah.
good thing about Ima that I know is if he sees all that culture there, he's going to understand that he needs to also kind of, okay, there are other cultures here, other races here. Let me do maybe a little bit more of English. I think he would do that, right? But that's something I think you should really look into. Don't be scared to talk to your colleagues that are Spanish, Filipino, Indians. Don't talk to them. Let them come out good time. I listen to Indian songs. So,
Yeah.
mm,
As
And I want
musicians,
to
I
say
think I think
something.
we tend to
Okay.
listen to a lot of things as people that are musically inclined.
fine.
But I think Olu, it's not to say, oh, do this, but I guess for myself, I see it as a challenge in my own community,
Mm,
where we want everybody to come in and join us. And I don't care if you know how to speak Spanish, just come have
yes,
a vibe with us, right?
that's true.
So I don't even know a lot of the events that happen in the
Mm.
Nigerian community or the African community, so I wouldn't know any better. So it's something where I'm like, how do we get more exposure? Because I would love to attend these kinds of events. I know
Mm.
people that would definitely love to come with me. And so I think that maybe requires a connection between people like me with you, with Eva, and that
Laura,
we
I
can
have a
just
ticket for you.
collaborate,
I have a
right?
ticket for the
Yeah,
show. I have a ticket for you. It's not the
like,
one we're winning today. It's your own ticket. You're coming to the show.
yeah, yeah.
Whoever's coming. Yeah, but Sean, please go ahead and
And
answer that
then
question.
I'm going to say something even about the language part. Like Yoruba is the most popular language overseas. If you go to UK, you will see different people speaking Yoruba like they were born in Nigeria.
Hmm.
So
Oh,
Yoruba is interesting. Like if you see a lot of people talking that they are not Nigerians, is Yoruba. They will first learn like a kilo day what happened, right? So
Yeah.
yeah.
that's beautiful. I love that. And is it something that you guys would consider if this artist is speaking that language? Would you guys have a translator? Is that something that's, or does that cause too much, logistical issues to have a translator?
Uh, I think Mr. Fola can answer that
I'm
Yeah.
stressing all the while.
question.
I'll use my church for example. If we have to sing Yoruba songs or
Yeah,
any other language, like any
projector.
song, even South African songs, we do songs in Zulu. We will translate on the screen. So it's
Yeah,
not
Yeah,
gonna
on
be
the
like,
screen. Yes.
yes, it's not gonna be like somebody's gonna tell you, okay. I
No.
try my best to, like, sometimes I would even stop the music and explain because we do have Caucasians in my church. A
Yes.
lot of Caucasians in my church. So I kind of like we need to service everyone. And
Hmm.
if you have people who are not going to understand what you're saying, at least you have the lyrics on the screen and then you have the interpretation under the lyrics. And I know people enjoy, like, if you come listen to our songs and you're playing the talking drums, these are fascinating things to people who are not in that culture. So you
Yeah.
might think it's only the music or the words, the lyrics that they're listening to, but that's not true. They're watching how the guys playing the talking drum, like, wow, somebody's actually that talking drum is actually saying something because someone else is explaining what it's saying. And these are the things
Hmm.
that that fascinates people when they come to events like this. So it's not just about the language or the lyrics.
Right.
I
it's
think I,
about the
I think
beats.
we're going to open up the community to everyone want to come. I'll try and invite as much people who are not in our culture, even in Nigeria. It's not everybody that speaks Yoruba or understand Yoruba,
Yeah.
but we'll try and bring them in. So okay, let's quickly take because we are actually running out of time. And I'm sad. In Windsor days, Eva used to act in dramas. Can we expect Eva feature in the movies?
Eva, they're airing it all out tonight, girl.
Yeah, they're going all out for you, Eva. So what do you have to say to that?
Well, before I actually answer, I'm going to answer them off camera later. I know who's right.
No, we
Um,
want it on camera. We want it on camera. Tell
but
us.
just to put a little bit of my own comment on what we're talking about, as like a diversity and inclusion advocate, I think that entertainment is a good opportunity for us to start creating
Yeah,
diversity and cultural like
Mm,
richness amongst different groups. In
I
fact,
agree.
the kind of like integrated experiences that we want to have. And we want people to be more aware of different cultures and know how to create safe, equitable spaces for everyone. I
Hmm.
think in a very non-threatening environment like an entertainment, a concert, is a
yeah.
good way to actually start intentionally
It is.
bringing these in because we
Mm,
need to start like breaking those divides and barriers that
yeah.
set us apart as
Yeah,
different cultures.
yeah.
Mm.
And then
Me?
as for movie shows, if you have a show that you are doing soon, give me a call and then my agent will tell you what.
Call my agent.
Ah!
I love that. I love it.
So just reach out to Eva. Our agent is going to reach out back to you if you have any movies for her. So quickly, Eva, please, can you talk about having a supportive husband? How do you navigate working with a supportive husband versus losing control to your husband and partner? I think what he's trying to say is, you know, some husbands will not allow their wives to actually, go out there and explore and become and be themselves. How are you able to have? What are the benefits of having a supportive husband?
It makes all the difference, right? Like, you're navigating many different things. Like you're working full time, you have family, you have children, you have the music and other things that you're pursuing.
Mm,
That support to actually give you time and space to do that makes all the difference, right? I
mm,
can know that the kids are fed tonight, the kids are picked up from school, or if I'm
mm,
having a tough time with a certain project, I get that encouragement. Don't worry, it's going to work out one way or another. I just
Yeah.
imagine having to, battle or navigate or negotiate any project or anything. It will be very daunting if you don't have
Mm-hmm.
support, right? So
mm,
it makes a big difference.
mm.
Actually, it makes all the difference to have that support in your corner, for sure. And my
That's
husband
awesome.
has been very supportive.
Laura, do you know why I paused this video in this place? Can you guess?
I don't know. Who is it?
Eva, can you tell us who that is?
That's my husband. I'm a
Is it your hubby?
story.
Oh, that now that is support. That is support. I love that. In our we had a conversation weeks back, Eva, about relationships and the dynamics, the power dynamics between the male and the female. And this is a man that's letting you get the spotlight in that arena, right?
Mm,
And that's beautiful because you're stepping in your calling.
mm,
And I love that. I think it's a great example for other men. It's a great example for other couples that God just uses you guys the way He's intended
mm,
to use it, and to have someone by your side to be a good helpmate
mm.
is wow. It's a world of difference. So I really admire that. That's
Thank you.
pretty
Thank
cool.
you so much for sharing your story tonight, Eva. Before we
Thank you.
go, I actually feel like we need to bring Eva back for the part two of the music and wellness because she's loaded with she has so many things to say, but
Yeah.
I've not gotten. There's some things I want to pick out that will really help our audience, right? That usually follow us and listen to us, but we need to go. The show is just 1 hour, but we have two tickets to give out tonight, and I just
Yep.
have two questions. Drop the comment and you win the ticket. What is
Perfect.
Emma Oh My God's real name? Anybody that drops the comment first, I know you go on Google and check it. Go on Google and check the name. But the first person to drop it, Emma Oh My God's full name. You can tell me his full name. That's the first question. Let's see who can tell us the full name of Emma Oh My God. And once we have the answer, that person wins a ticket. The second question is a deeper one, which I'm also going to draw. Okay, let me just drop it there because we need to go. The OMG band, that's Ima's band. What is when did that band start? When did Ima create the OMG band? When was their first performance? And the first winner comes in. Fade has won the ticket. Emmanuel Edunjobi.
Good job, Faith.
You would think Faye actually knows it is Google. Google is helping things. All right, but Faye has won a ticket on the show. Oh, sorry. SMP Olorundimu, you came in late. You actually answered after Faye had answered the question. But the second question is the OMG band, when was it formed? Tell us. SMP
He
said, I told
says he
Faye the
told
answer.
Faith the answer.
Why would you tell her the answer when you can answer and win the ticket? Right? So Faye has won one ticket tonight to the Ima Oh My God concert. And congratulations to you. Woo! One more
Good
time.
job. That's
The
great.
second ticket, when was the band OMG formed? If we can have an answer to that, we will try and still bring him out on the show himself too, because we need to have some chat with him. But Eva, are you busy next week? Start Friday?
I will have to confirm with you. I have to
Okay.
go back and look at my schedule.
It gets busy. The holidays are starting.
The
It's a busy
holidays, right?
time.
Yeah. So just get back to me. Let us know.
Okay.
I would like to bring you back because I want us to talk a little bit more, or a little bit more on music and awareness. And the
And
reason I'm
wellness.
smiling is
Yeah, that
because
would be great.
Faye wants to win two tickets. Faye, two tickets for only you.
Date
Ah,
night.
ah. 2019, you're also correct. The OMG band is was formed in 2019. The band comprising of seasoned instrumentalists and singers. And Faye is actually correct. But God man is in because Faye already won one ticket. God's Madison would win the second ticket.
Congratulations.
Congratulations to Faye and God. Oh, your daughter is clapping. Yeah, it's great to have you on the show. All right, so please confirm with us so we could know, so we could plan ahead of time. I actually do have other guests that I'm bringing aboard. I'll just let them know that this topic is very important to us. We want to just really talk about it. We delved a little bit into your background today, and 1 hour is always so short. I don't know, Laura, what
It
do
is. It is short, but you know what? We can do a part two, and get more like specific about certain things with mental wellness and how that has to do with music. Because I'd love to hear more about that too.
you?
But I think for now, you know, we got a really good summary of the talents and the calling that Eva has, as well as Olu. So I'm excited to kind of hopefully meet you guys in person
Mm-hmm.
and support both of you guys with your events and all that good stuff. And maybe let's melt the Latino community with the Nigerian community so we can get some stuff going. That would be amazing.
Let's be the melting point. Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I really do accept because Shion, I don't know if you heard us say it. Laura is actually 7.9275% Nigerian.
It's true. It's true.
So
Yeah.
she's got that vibe in her. She wants to be part of it. So let's be the melting point. And what's music if it's not a melting point for all races and all culture, right? I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not even kidding when I say I listen to Indian music. Burna Boy has done music with Indian artists, right? You know, because we have Rema has done music with Selena Gomez. We have a lot in common more
Yeah,
than
we
what we
do.
have, as our skin color might be different, but we are all the same.
That's right.
Yeah, same.
Somebody said something. Say, I have a complaint. I'm the only one that answered, but didn't get ticket. You answered. So you answered when Faye had already answered. See, you answered when Faye, so that's why. And you were supposed to answer the second one to win, but you didn't answer. But don't worry, because of the magnanimity in my heart, we're going to
Mm.
give you a ticket. Is that correct?
Yay. Thank you, Fola,
Shion?
for your generosity.
We should be thanking Show actually. Yeah, the guy of O3 event. All right, so S&P Olorodimu says 7.92759% Nigeria.
About there.
Yeah,
About there. Yeah.
about there. I'm close. I'm close. And the last comment for tonight before we go is S&P is because you answered in Yoruba. Next time, type in English. So they are getting down. So thank you so much, guys, for coming. I don't know if you have a last word to say, something to say before we go. Let me start with you.
Well, I don't have much. Just to thank you for bringing me to this show tonight. So I really also learned a lot tonight as well, right?
Yeah,
So yeah, and
yeah.
I'm going to use that idea for my upcoming show as well. Yeah,
That's
thank
what
you.
it's a community. It's a community. And can you tell us the dates? Tell us the dates the show is, and do you have the venue now?
Oh yeah. So
Tell us.
well, I don't know the everything up Ed, right? So
It's
but for
okay. Even
for
if you can send it to Fola and then we
okay,
can, once everything's cemented, then we can kind of send that out to the
okay,
masses as well.
Mhm.
okay, yeah, okay,
That would be great.
yeah.
But I know it
Thank you.
starts in February, right?
Yeah, February 9 to February 19. So so
I
it's
have.
just going to be on weekend. So Calgary is February 9, which will happen at Westin Mall, West sorry, Westin Hotel,
Okay.
close to airport.
Ah,
So
okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Perfect.
So the Calgary event is February 9. The Regina event is February 11. The Vancouver event is February 19. These are all Saturday Fridays, right?
Friday?
yeah. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So Calgary is Friday, and then Winnipeg is Saturday, which is 10.
10,
Regina is February 11,
11.
Sunday,
Yeah.
and then Toronto is February 17, Saturday, Edmonton is February 18th, Sunday, and Vancouver is February 19th because there is a public holiday, family day on that day. So we
Oh,
want people to celebrate
cool,
yeah, together.
Perfect.
cool.
So
Cool. So, guys, if you're in Calgary, if you're in Regina, if you are in Vancouver, Toronto, Winnipeg, Edmonton, please make sure that you're buying your ticket and you're also planning to be on the show. So, it's the first weekend and then the other weekend, and you can be part of the show. Congratulations to the three winners tonight. Congratulations to Godmanism. Congratulations to Fadi. And congratulations to S&P Olorodimu. Thank you so much, guys,
Congratulations.
for you. We'll reach out to you. Eva, last word for us before we go.
Well, I just want to say it's been lovely chatting with you three tonight. And I look forward to a second session with you both. It's really, thank you for having me.
All right.
Thank you
And
so much.
ladies and gentlemen, on that note, we will be leaving Eva on the stage. Have a great night and God bless you all.
Thank you, Oliver. Thank you, Eva.